What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Lone Oak. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to build a lake. We're going to build some lakefront property and put some buildings around it, make it look good. We're going to build it down here near the old John Deere farm area. So if you guys know where that's at, we started at the main farm here on Lone Oak and we're making our way down. This is on the big farm. This is not the Seasons mod. I think it's hilarious. The sprayer's still out there. That's awesome. Oh, and it's going to stay there because that's where it belongs. Let's move on. How's about that? So, of course, down here, this is where we did all the work with the older John Deere stuff. This is the shed for the larger John Deere stuff. And I was looking. I was like, okay. So down here across this field, let's get a little jump. Oh, man. Oh, that's tough. Yep. Oh, that did not do it. Get out of here, birds. Down here, we've got a stream. And if I know the stream, I said, okay, don't worry, I've tested this off screen. It will work. I knew that down here at the stream, I was like, okay, I know that there's water in the stream, right here. I was like, well, if there's water in Farming Simulator is interesting because it has to be made as a plane. So the great thing is with water on this map, it's just one solid plane, and you can go under the water, which is really cool. It's nice. Well, then I thought, okay, well, this water's got to go through, so is it under the map? Yes, it is. So I was like, okay, well, how far does it go? So it goes out all the way out here. So this is how water works with maps. It's just a big square of water. And then you put your land on top of it. It's like, okay, can we use that to our advantage? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, we can. So what we are going to do is we are going to start, let's get back on top of the land. We're going to start here, either on that side or on this side. I think we're going to do it on this side. Actually, I may do it on, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we're just going to hollow out all of the ground, and we're going to make it level with the water. We're going to find out how much area we've got to work with. And once we get all that area done, then we're going to start building up areas around it. Maybe we'll do a pathway through it. So you've got this path right here. What if this pathway was longer? What if stuff like that? So we're just going to have a little bit of fun with that today. It's going to be a lot of landscape work. I will make sure that I bring up windows and help windows and everything. And I will explain exactly how I'm doing what I'm doing, so that you know exactly what's going on. Now, we'll say the first thing that we need to do is we've got a couple trees here, and those are not going to be any good to us. So we've got to get something to get rid of those trees there, and I think those are the only trees we've got to worry about. As a matter of fact, we may not even worry about them. I may just leave them there. Regardless, let's do it. First up, let's go into landscaping. Boom, right there. And let's see, do I need to turn the help window on for you guys? Is that something that you're going to... Actually, I can't even... I can't do it in the thing. Bring it up. Oh, I have that blocked out. No wonder. Now will it work? There we go. Okay, now it works. So what I'm going to do... I need to make sure that I don't read that because that's going to drive me nuts. That's for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find about where the water is. So I see that the water is about right here, and that's good. So what I want to do now, I'm sorry, Oxygen David, I'm going to ruin the whole thing. I love you, bro. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten it out and drag it around, and again, find where the water is, where it stops. Okay, so I see there's water. Already messing up. So I see there's water here, and then the water goes out from here. That's good. Again, I'm just going to follow it along because I want to make the biggest lake possible. Here we go. And in order to do that, we've got to know where our water line is. Now, I have gone under the map and I've kind of followed this, so I know roughly where it's going, but I don't know exactly where it's all going. I know that kind of jutties out there. We've got a similar bit of a path. Nah, there's not really a pathway there, is there? I was trying to make that seem like there was a pathway there. There's not a path there. So what we've done is, some of you guys have known, we've got these water mods that we have in Farming Simulator. With these mods, what you can do is you can go in and you can basically place them down and then dig down around the outside of them. And in doing that, then you can build up the outside edges and make it seem like it's a nice little water area, which is cool. All right, nothing wrong with that. It's good to go. That's exactly what we're doing here, except on a much, much larger scale. But first, you have to dig out the entire thing. At least this is the way that I do it. What this does, it gives you the largest possible area to work with while still letting you know exactly what's what and where's where. So if you're curious what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing is I'm holding down the well, for me, it's right bumper, which is flatten. Oh, we're going to have some floating bushes because nobody thought we would be doing anything like this. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. We may have floating bushes when it's all said and done. Again, I reiterate, Oxy, I'm so sorry. It's a beautiful map. I'm ruining it completely. But it's for science, right? Yes, science or something. So we're going out here. This is going out all the way towards the edge of the trees. So therefore, I am not going to mess with that at all. I have no interest in dealing with trees. So I'm just going to bring this out as far as I can this way. Okay, so it seems like that's good there. I don't want to ruin that rock, the rock look there at the edge. So I think we are getting close to our edge right here. Getting close to our entire area around. I do want to hang on to that area as much as possible because this is kind of built up nice. So I'm just going to go around it, and we're just going to go around where the trees are. So I know, okay, trees are there. That's good. And I'm trying to talk through this as much as I can too. So if you guys want to do this whenever it comes out, or if you guys want to be messing around with it like I am, you'll be able to. You'll have a good time doing it as well. Okay, so now that that is done, we've got all that done. We go around the entire edge. You can see where it is, how it is, what's what, all that good stuff. I apologize if I'm moving the camera around too much. Next up, what I want to do is we want to build up the edge. So you can see where some of the edge is, where the ground is, some of it's much higher. I need to bring all that in together. So what I'm going to do is just simply raise up the edge around it, just like this. Bring it up through. We could probably go just a little bit wider with it and give it some room. There we go. Do like that. Give it some room where there's quite a bit of overlap between the edge of the water and where... There we go. That'll work. Perfect. Perfect. So there's enough of an overlap where the edge is, where the water is, and where the edge of the ground is. So therefore, whenever you're coming back through and we're smoothing it out, it's got a little bit of room to play with. So again, that's what I'm doing right here. And I'm just going to go around the entire edge. We're going to do this right here. Yeah, let's get like that. This may not be the final shape of this lake that we're going to build. This is no longer a pond. This is a lake and a half. There we go. There's that. And this area up here has kind of got its own barrier. Now, what we can do is hopefully get this to smooth out around. I am going to bring my brush strength up. As you can see, the brush strength around is going like that. Now I'm going to be using the smooth feature. What that's going to do is it's going to bring an area from around where the water is, going to bring it up, going to bring areas around where that is, bring that down so that it kind of slopes down to the water. If you guys can see that at all. Again, smoothing through. It will also delete any crop or any land that you've got around, so do keep that in mind as well. There is no way to come through and make that kind of the way that you're going to want to do it. And I'm sure that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about there. And we'll just kind of smooth around where the water is right there too, just for that reason. But for now, this step right here is getting the area around where we built up and the area that's around it all brought in together. Now that that is all finished, we're going to do the exact same thing with the water line itself so that it kind of goes from nothing to something and flows nicely into the water. That's going to give us the best possible look. It's going to make it, well, it's going to make it appear very, very nice. But not only that, it's going to make it smooth for us so that whenever we come in here and we start to really dig this out, because I don't know if you can tell, this water is like 3 inches deep. It's not deep at all. So, but this is going to make it nice and easy for us too. Plus, it gives us just a little bit more of a barrier. Now, do keep in mind, when I am doing this, you can do this on any map, at least most of them. I believe there are some maps on console that will not allow you to dig down to the water. If there are any, be honest with you, I can't think of any off the top of my head. If there are any, let me know down in the comment section below. But all I know right now is that you can do this if you put the pond mods. If you put a bunch of those together, you could do this exact same thing. We were just fortunate that this map had something like this already, and we have the Place Anywhere mod on, so we can do this without having to worry about that. So again, rocking through the entire thing. I'm just still hitting that smooth feature, the smooth, which is why. I'm not on Xbox, I am on PC, but I'm using an Xbox controller because I'm weird, and that's just the way I do it. Clutch does it too. There we go. Bring all this around and down too. There's no reason not to. It could be fun. Bring all that around and down as well. But all these areas where there is stuff, we're going to have to come back through here eventually anyway, because we're going to have to build that back up. And boom. We're good. So now we have a nice smooth area around where it is. Now it can start taking shape. Let's take a look at some areas. So as you can see, this is the area that he's blocked off for the field that was down. Okay, that's good. Ooh, let's hit that part right there. There we go. So I can see that this shape will work well, but we're gonna have to run a road around behind it. So that's one thing I definitely want to do, is I want to run a road. I want to have a road right here that will connect in with this logging trail right there, and will connect up with this road. I also want to have a road that goes down around the bottom. All right, so if we can do both of those, that is good. But the next thing I want to do is, I think I want to dig down, because I feel like the shape is good. However, there's a few things that I need to do. There are pieces that need to be brought up. So what I'm going to bring is bring the brush strength back down, because if you do this with the brush strength up, you are going to regret it big time. I'm right under this, and I'm just going to come back up to it. Just like that. And then I'm going to hit flatten, and it's going to go to that. Just like that. Okay? And then you can go around the edges and smooth that out. What that can be is that can be a rock formation in the middle of the water. Very easily. All you got to do is just go around and draw rock on the side of it. Boom. Like that. You don't have to smooth it out that much. I just prefer to. This is nice little lily pads on the edge. Again, another tree spot right here. I'm going to go around circle just to make sure that I'm centered on it, or mostly centered. There we go. Bring that up to it, and kind of smooth around the outside. We'll have ourselves another rock formation. I don't want to smooth it too much, because yeah, I smoothed it too much. Darn it. There we go, nice and easy all around again. Of course, we could throw some trees up here too, so it'll make this look like it's actually supposed to be versus, well, the way we've done it. However that way is. There's that, that's good. All right, we got a couple more of these, so I'm gonna hit all of these. They're all gonna be done exactly the same way. You bring it up to it, kind of bring it down around, just like that. We will eventually dig this down. This is gonna be a much, much deeper lake. We're going to try and give it some character as well. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that, but nonetheless, we're going to do that. Bring this up right there. Good. Smooth the edges around it out. This will be more of a shallow area. Maybe we could do some kind of some road cones, maybe too. Do like a swimming hole. I think we could do that. Oh, that would be neat, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool. Let's bring that down. Good. Those are all nice. I like that. I like the way that looks. Now, this was the edge that I said that I wanted to do something with, because this is a placeable in there. So we're going to have to figure this out and figure out how we're going to draw a driveway. You know what? We could do a road that goes straight out to there, or maybe it curves in and comes back up here. And the road kind of just a circle through there. That might be our best bet. So let's do that now. Oop, too much. Smooth that down. You know what? Let's just bring that whole thing down. There we go. Let's bring this here, flatten, and then I am just going to bring this around here, and we're going to use the draw feature and hold that down. Good. That's all right. Come beside there. That'll be good for us because we can double purpose that spot. And that's brought up to there. That's good. So the road will go through here, and might need to make that out just a little bit further. There we go. That's good there. And then it goes out to here, and then we'll just go almost straight back with it, just like this. And so you've got an area that is our swimming hole. Ta-da! So we've used this in conjunction with all that. Plus, these trees can still hang out. That's cool. All right, I'm digging that. Sweet. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna smooth all the edges around this out, and we're gonna dig this down a little bit. So that area is dug out. You can see it from here. It is much, much darker, but it's actually not that deep. In real life, this might be, I don't know, 6 feet, maybe 8 feet deep, which is good for a swimming hole. So that is good. And then up here, nice and shallow, of course, maybe only a foot or two deep at some points. That is good. I like that. I'm really digging that. Plus, again, nice little just run around here. Let's see, get that nice and smoothed out. There we go. Perfect. So we've got our turnaround here. I may give this just a little bit more of a jetty, just like that. Perfect. I'm happy with that. I'm actually really, really happy with that. Bring that there. As a matter of fact, not as happy as I thought I was with it. Let's make that a nice little straight. Nice. Perfect. So we've got our outline all the way around. We have our swimming hole, and then you have the lake itself. Awesome. What is next? Well, we can either dig this down or we can go ahead and paint it. I think let's go ahead and paint it. Most of this is just going to be a dirt color. So let's go into painting, and let's go on the side first and kind of pick what we're going to do. That's a really red dirt brown. Let's see. Is there anything else? That is not the color that I want. That is definitely not the color that I want. I believe this is dirt. Yep, that is dirt. Rock. So that first one may have been what we wanted to go with. Yep. I think that is going to be what we go with here. Again, so we just want to go through and paint the entire area, including the area above the water. The reason that I want to paint the area above the water, so I know that it's there, because plus we can see it. So we can go through and we can repaint that later. This part, though, we're not going to be able to see this part later. Actually, speaking of, I need to come down so I can actually see where I'm painting. There we go. All right. So we're getting the outside edges, kind of like, you ever color when you were young? Of course, everybody did. Color within the lines. Well, here, we're overdoing the lines a little bit, just so that the entire under is painted up and it's good. Plus, I want this red dirt color. I want that to be the bottom of the, we'll just bring it up through here. It'll be fine. But the good thing is, we're not going to be able to see this either. So that is one of the big things. We will not see this. But underwater, it looks so good. Look at that. That looks really good. And now we can just go super fast with it. If you didn't know, if you hold the run button while you're painting, you can actually paint much, much faster. But do be careful, because it does get to a point where it's so fast that you start missing bits. You don't want to miss anything. There we go. Cool, done. See how fast that was? Didn't take long, did it? Now is the next part. This is the part that we've got to make this look all right. So we got to come in here, find our dirt color. Again, I'm going to try and do that off. Is that our dirt? That is our dirt. So we're going to try and line just the edge with the dirt right here. Just the edge. That way, whenever we come through, we'll know exactly, where the edge of the water is. Man, some of this is blended so well, I'm having a hard time seeing exactly where the dirt is. Ooh, that's not good. It'll be all right, though. Come through here. Again, the entire edge is going to look like this. It's going to look good when we're done, guys. I promise it'll look good when we're done. It's all going to make sense. But this is just my way of doing this. A lot of people have said that they don't feel comfortable with landscaping. I'm here to show you that it's okay. It's all right. You can go back. You don't have to have the landscaping done perfectly every single time. It's not going to be perfect. But what you want to do is try and make it just look as nice as you can, as quickly as you can. Plus, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's just whatever you like. How does it look to you? Does it look cool? Is it what you wanted to do? Well, then it's fine. It's awesome, because you did it. Yeah. All right, finish this up, and we're going to come through here. There are some places where I've hit on accident, and you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. Plus, some of these are going to be so deep. Whenever we're done, some of these spots are going to be so deep that it's not even going to matter when we're done with this. There it is, straight through there. And one more final stretch all the way to the end, just like that. Awesome. So now we are done with this whole area right here. We're completely done with it. And now we can go in here and we can go and start digging. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boom out as far as I can, and then we are going to bring this big sculpting brush strength. This is going to be at 3 because we're going to dig the deepest part of the lake. Now, this is where you're going to catch the biggest fish too. So we need to dig this down pretty far. As you can see, I would consider that pretty darn deep. Yeah, that's down there, all right. So that's the deepest part. Okay, that's good. Let's bring the brush strength down all the way back down. Actually, we'll just bring that up a little bit more, maybe 1.5. There we go. So we'll dig. Oop, didn't want to do that. Dig around about right here. Again, it's going to be pretty rough, I think, at least to start with. Again, yeah, that is really deep. That's a little bit deeper than I thought. Okay. So that's the deep part. I guess this is going to be the shallow part. I didn't think about that. Dig that down. I think that's about as deep as I want that. About right there. Oop, nope. I want that just a little bit right there. Perfect. That's good. Now, it's just as much as bring it in, smooth it all out. Now right there. I think that's good. Smooth that. Perfect. Now again, brush strength all the way up to 3, and I'm just going to run around the edge. I wonder if we could zoom in on this a little bit just to see how deep in we are. Okay, so we're in pretty deep, but it's okay. Get this way. I'm looking at this. These are more like just huge. This is awful. DJ did not do a good job the first time around. Let's dig this through here. How about that? There we go. Smooth that out. Nice and good. Can we bring this out any more? Yes, we can. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. Good. Keeping this all nice and good. And there always will be spots that are more shallow, spots that are deeper. It just kind of is what it is. Roll through. There we go. That's good. This spot right here is interesting to me. Let's bring our brush strength down. And let's hit this just a little bit. I don't want it to be too deep, but I don't want it to be shallow either. I think, honestly, that's how I want that. But this smoothing feature, when I'm going through hitting Y, that is what you want. Right on 3, set that on, just roll through the side. That's going to bring everything into itself nice and good. Perfect. Just like that. Wonder if we can get under here, underwater, and see what's going on. We can kind of see what's going on here. Yeah. All right. How deep is deep? Whoa! We did not do a good job, did we? I say we. You guys did a great job because you just judged me the whole time. DJ, that's not right. That's not DJ. He did it. Wonder if we can put a tree under here. Yeah, that might work. That might work. There we go. Smooth this whole section out. It's like the Mariana Trench in the Lone Oak Lake. This is the Lone Lake. All right. Again, smoothing it all out just to make it seem, well, weathered and smooth. Plus, not if, but when we get our tractor stuck in here, I don't want to have to worry too much. There we go. And again, we can go in and out and smooth this all the way back and forth. I think that's going to give it the best look possible. But another thing, it's so deep in here now that you can't see the edge. That is another thing. The water looks way, there we go, this is working. The water looks way darker than it did when you could actually see the ground. That's kind of what we wanted as well. There we go, nice and easy. Cool, so I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm gonna rock around and we're going to bring this whole area down. I'm actually looking at time right now and thinking, oh, I'm actually running out of time. Goodness. We'll get it all sorted. So after lots of work and quite a bit of messing, I think we finally got the lake, quote unquote, exactly the way that I want it. And man, does it look good. Look at that. It's perfect. It goes right up to the tracks, just like that. Absolutely perfect. There's areas in here that are deep, some areas that are shallow, as you can see. We go into here. I did make the trees like that because I'm doing a whole line of trees, and then this is where the deep part gets. Look at this. It's kind of like ominous and creepy down here, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that works. It's nice and smooth, so if we get a tractor stuck under here, whatever. That is the great thing about Lone Oak is well, you could drive underwater and you're just fine. But there you go. I've gone around the edges. Some of the edges are quite steep, like this one right here. However, some edges are nice and shallow, like that right there, which is super, super nice. Again, let's see if we can get a little jump from one side to the other. Yeah! This area still needs to be done up. It's not completely finished yet, but we will hit it tomorrow because we're completely out of time today. But that is, we say, part one of building a lake on Lone Oak, or how to build a lake on Lone Oak. This has been a whole lot of fun today, and I've really enjoyed myself, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it as well. And if you did, make sure you drop a like. If you didn't enjoy it, well, you know what button to hit. If you haven't got subscribed already, make sure you do to check out everything going on the channel. We're all over the place, man. We got all kinds of stuff. Super unrealistic, realistic. We're just having fun. I'm playing the game the way I want to play, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. But with all that being said, hope you have a great day. We will see you tomorrow for part 2. Yeah! See you later. Peace!